Hi and welcome to Milgat Farms. Today we're on the south side of the farm on the steepest section. You might be able to see it right behind me. The goal is to get this section right here completed. I don't think I'll be able to get all the way to the ridge today, but my hopes are that I could. And then we're gonna come back over on this side over here where it's a little bit flatter. So we've got a road right above me. You really can't see it, but we're gonna work this section here up to that road. And then we're gonna come over a little flatter section in the afternoon to give my legs a little bit of a rest. So the road right there, down to the road here, is what I'm gonna do this afternoon. This section is a little difficult because of all the vines and rocks. There's like an outcropping of rocks that run all the way to the top of the mountain, comes all the way down this draw, and it stops, not too far from this down tree right here. Last couple days I've been having a lot of problems with my right foot. The metatarsal, if the arch has dropped or is about to drop, and it's as though someone's just shoving needles in my foot. I'm not complaining, I'm just simply stating I'm going to be walking funny for the vast part of the day, which has really slowed me down trying to get all this work done. Since it's not raining, I think my boots are going to be okay, although we could try some crampons. I think I'll just gotta hook them up and see what they're like. Does right? I've been trying out a new vest. It's made by a company called Snickers. Not the candy bar, but a company called Snickers. And I think it's a nice vest. I like one thing that's really cool about it is you got a second zipper. So when you want to put it on top of an overcoat or something bigger, you can make it a little bit larger. So it's not as strong as my Orvis old hunting vest. That one is just really thick, heavy duty built. This is built really well. It's light. That's what I like about it. It's even got a belt on it down here so I can clip it and make sure things don't start kind of slipping and moving on me. In this case, what do we got? A little hook for my lines. In fact, let me get everything set up and I'll come right back. Of course, I gotta find my junk first. Just in case I need to make some adjustments to the lines, I always carry a little bit of tubing with me up on the hill. Usually maybe 10 to 20 meters, that's all I really need, if that much. If I gotta make a big adjustment or a big change, then I just come back and get the whole spool. The changes that I might make is just to make it more efficient. If I've got something that's not quite sitting around like I want it, then I'll go ahead and make a change to that section. Now, oh buggers, I wonder where my knife is. Yay, I got my knife. There we go. There we go. Okay. Got some crampons. We'll give these a try today. These are kind of neat. Keep me from sliding and killing myself on the rocks. Not saying we're going to try them. We may have to make a couple adjustments. That may not work out. This is pretty cool though. What sold me about these Camp Crampons was this ratcheting strap right here. Every other crampon that I saw had just string, sort of. Now, I'm sure it works, but I love the idea of kind of ratcheting it down and getting it onto your boot really tight. Oops, that didn't work. Oh, I love that. I love that. Little ratchet action. Look. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. Huh. Check that out. That kind of mean looking, isn't it? Let's get the other one set up. Now take a look at the bottom of my boot. Now these are older boots, but you notice they got pretty good traction on them. Now they're getting old. I had to wax them a few times. And they're working, but this is gonna add that much more traction. Oh, I love that. That is so nice. All right. I've got everything ready. Let me go over what I'm going to carry up on the mountain today. I've got about, I want to say 65 drops. I normally carry them in bundles of 50, but I know I'm going to be a little away from the side-by-side, so I'm going to carry a little bit more with me. I've got, well, let's see. I got to get my radio, which is up there. Ooh, I don't even know if I brought my radio. Huh. I've got some water. I'll show you that to you in a little while. I got extra taps over in this pocket. Some specific taps in my front pocket. Over here, I've got my connectors, my flat hook connectors for reducing the tap count. My single-handed tool right here. My double-handed tool right there. And it'll swing back around. We've got some extra blue line. And in the back, two back pockets, I've got extra green line. Now you might notice we got blue and green. This year, we've decided to use green for our drops so that when we're going through the woods, we can tell which ones we've already replaced. I think it's a pretty good idea. I don't know that I want green lines in the woods. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I'm so used to the blue. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Which line should I go with when I replace my laterals, which are the small skinny lines, the same size as the green ones we're replacing now, but what we're really replacing are just the drops. Let me go over that with you real quick. Get a drop out of here. All right, this is a drop. You have a tap, you've got the drop itself, and then you've got the seat. And this is sort of a pass-through. It can go through 3 different ways. That's important when we start to daisy chain these things together so that when water's coming down, it's going right past it, creating vacuum, which is kind of neat. Now, this is a green one. Here's a blue one. They're a little bit different. And let me show you what I mean. If you look right here, you're gonna see that that end is stopped up. It can only go through just 2 sides. And we use this on the very end of a lateral so that when you connect that lateral to the tree, this whole side going around the tree is dead space, dead air, meaning nothing's going through it. And when a squirrel chews it, it's not gonna compromise the line. Okay, let's go have some fun. Now you can see the road, and you kind of get a better understanding of this little section right here we're going to be doing after lunch. This section right here up to the road, you really can't see it. It's probably 100, 150 meters up, but what you might be able to see is how straight up this goes. It's fairly steep, and we got to get all these drops replaced and get some of the logs or branches off of our lines. Earlier I was mentioning about how this is like a dead stop. The sap can come through and go that direction. Here we're sitting at a tree and we need to get this one installed. This is an end tap. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna point that end, actually before we get going, we're gonna spray a little bit of water. So we turn it over, hit a little bit of water on it. Now we're gonna set it in the tool and we're gonna press it in. With the end, that's gonna be going in the direction of the tree that's dead. Let me show you what I mean. I want to get that other end in first, and it's, oh, I hooked myself. That's terrible. Hold on a minute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that blunt end, and we're going to stick it in the part that's going to go around the tree, and with my arm, hopefully you can see this, I'm getting it started on that side, pushing against my arm. I slide up, boom. Push it together, release. Now, we're going to take it and we're going to slide it around the tree. Bring it up. That's going to hook it. We're going to seat it, and that's it. Hope that makes sense. Now, point of reference, there's a road right there. There's a side-by-side over there. And here's where it's starting to get steep. Well, all right, I gotta say, I'm really liking these crampons. They are the bomb diggity. just like we install the end drop, we're going to install these other drops the same way. Adding a little bit of water once we get it out of here. That's not working. I hook it and I loop it around my neck for the time being. Then we take this one, grab our little water bottle, spray from the back because I don't want to get any water in the seat. And that's the seat right there. Put the seat outward facing us. So put the seat inward facing us, not outward. Get it started. Get up to one of those barbs real quick. Boom, boom, we're done. Seated, on to the next one. So we're heading down, heading to the right. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Every now and again, my feet going a little too fast. Could be a little sketchy. Do you remember me earlier talking about why we use the blue taps or the blue seats? Let me show you right here. This is dead right here, so everything around it is dead, all the way back around to where it connects. If that were not the case and we used a green one, this would be live or open, and every single one of these bites would cause a big leak. Because we used a blue one, I don't have to fix that. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay. That section right there where the tree is down, about 50 meters on the other side is the road, and it goes up. It's still pretty steep up there, and that's the last section I have to do right in here. This afternoon, when that's done, I'm going down to that flat side on the other side to give my legs a little bit of a rest. Now, in the meantime, I'm heading back down to the side-by-side. I've got to go back to the house, let my dog out, because Emily is at Sewing Circle. I don't know if you guys remember, I did a potato pop adventure. It kind of cracks me up. I'm gonna leave a link in the description, somewhere up here, okay? Check that video out. I'll just tell you, it would look like a cake pop, but it wasn't. It was kind of fun. At any rate, it's time to go back down, let Luke out. I gotta get down to the side-by-side, which is right over there. And the house is way down there. And I gotta make it down this right here. Thankfully, the crampons are working like a champ. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to them, because if you're out here in the woods like me, you don't want to fall down, I think these are a good investment. I have to say I haven't fallen down yet since I've had these things on. That doesn't mean I'm not going to. It just means I haven't fallen down yet. Is that a maple tree? That is not a maple tree. That's a maple tree. Is that a maple tree? Oh my God. Haha. That's a maple tree, but this is why we haven't tapped it. It's got a big old hole in it. Although it's got some leaves up there. We're not gonna tap it. I gotta get down to where that pink line is and go pick up a couple drops and make my way over there. And this is kind of the part in the video where you might want to see, and this is the part in the video where you might see somebody kind of walking away or walking towards the camera. I can't do that. I'd have to walk down, set up the camera, turn around, walk back up, and then walk back down. Nah, we're just gonna do like a little handheld thing. Still haven't fallen though. Oh, these things are awesome. These are some drops that I did. I removed them from up there. I'll get them, put them in the side-by-side, take them back to the house. And that doesn't mean there's not a drop or two floating around somewhere where I haven't been able to find them. It's possible. But as a general rule, I want to pick up everything I take into the woods and get it back out of here. Thanks a lot for taking time out of your day to watch the video. I really appreciate it. I hope you come back. It's a lot of fun up here in the woods. I love sharing it with you. Do consider giving us a thumbs up. And until next time, God bless you.